Hey Pisces, all right, so these are just your general messages for the week. If you're looking to get a private reading with me, I do link my email in the description box. So let's get started. I will be doing some bonuses on the retrogrades again, just because they're wiping me out. I can't imagine what everybody else is going through. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Could have some connection coming in, and for some of you, you're ending a connection. So it's going to be, each Pisces is going to vary, obviously, here. I do see you isolating at this time, probably for the best. Spending some time with yourself, could be working on something spiritual or some sort of connection to like Mother Earth that you have, or I'm specifically saying that, guys. I'm not trying to sound like all weird, but I'm specifically saying that. Or even just like grounding, something of that nature. You have a trip coming up. Tell me more about this trip. For those of you that are currently involved, I'm not really trusting the person. Ooh, the trip is for you. It's for you. It looks like you go alone. It's for like, it, again, looks like self-development, something of that nature. I do really like it. You will be dropping some sort of burden. Some of you are getting a new car. Be careful with the spending on that. For Pisces, oh boy. Oh boy, somebody from the past wants to work on things. Could cause some sort of argument here. It is going to stick you in a very awkward position because you're going to be like, well, I have this new person coming in. Or maybe you want a new person, and this, now you have to make a decision. Do I want new or do I want old? For the Pisces that are even in a relationship, I don't even like what that looks like. So I'm going to have to say you should probably go with a new, but let's see how this goes, okay? Having to make a very difficult decision. For those of you that are not in any sort of relationship, this would be like a business partnership of some kind, okay? Where you would have to associate with somebody you probably haven't been speaking to. Some sort of argument about where you're going. Like, are you a hard enough worker? Do you move up in the company? Something of that nature. It works either way here. Normally I'll say there's no way to make it into something else, but there is. All right, you will be finding out some sort of truth about somebody, and it does look like a scandal, Pisces. Somebody's doing something behind your back. This is going to be very devastating, especially the Pisces that are dealing with a Leo. Leo or air. I have air here too. I think the air sign's the one that's going to expose them, though. That's what I think. Again, this could be somebody in the house or the workplace too. This does not have to be. If it's not a Leo, they have heavy Leo placements, honestly. Seriously. Favorite color could be yellow even. Now you have to decide where you're going to invest, because you're trying to heal, you're trying to do better, you're trying to get better. I don't know where you are on this timeline, Pisces, but this is going to be a bit of a struggle, okay? We now have two people coming towards you, whether this is work, relationship, and or otherwise. We have fire, who's like looking in another direction because I think they kind of have their tail between their legs. We have an earth sign now seeing their chance, which I don't really like because I feel like they might be getting you while you're down. Does that make sense? So like almost like I can get them, like I can do it now because they're fragile. I don't like this. It's saying here to protect your energy around this person. Actually, you're doing better financially than whoever these people are. You are in the upright and you're waiting on some sort of justice. I do see you casting some people aside. We have a fire sign with deep regret. They're closing down. They're feeling nostalgic. They're remembering when you were like emotionally benefiting them, okay? And they do still want the fairy tale with you. So just an FYI, regardless of whether or not this was a romance. It looks like at this point like a romance, but for those of you that this is a business partnership of some kind or a client, they're willing now to invest more financially, okay? Some of you are buying a new home and it's going to be very costly. Working on something. Some of you could be renovating and it's going to be a lot more than you think price-wise, but we have the 10 of Cups here. So I feel like Pisces, your satisfaction, your happiness, your joy is not going to come from a relationship. It's coming from what you are working towards. Okay, so whether that's a business, a job, a new home, um, a family, something like that. I just don't see this as being, your satisfaction is just not coming from a relationship, okay? Needing to make a quick judgment call on somebody. This person's like kind of an asshole. They are pulling as potentially an Aries or air sign, okay? Um, very demanding. I don't really care for them, but there is some sort of, you could have been intimate with them at some point, okay? We have my phallic symbol here. Could even have children with them, or there had been talks about children at some point, okay? Expect them to come back around. Everything retrograde just brings in all the crazy, huh? Somebody's hearing about a pregnancy. It is probably an Aries. Else they're having an Aries or they are an Aries. And we have somebody wanting some sort of partnership, mutual respect. They're like, oh, come on, we can do it this time. No, no, you can't. You literally can't. But I do see some sort of spiritual connection here to somebody and you're moving forward. Actually, spiritual connection is just you with you. And you're moving forward. You're expecting big changes. There is the celebration over the time and effort you're putting into yourself, if that makes sense. So whether you're having like plastic surgery or whether you're just working on a spiritual connection with whatever, there's some celebration around that. You're like feeling relieved, okay? Could be meeting somebody out at a gathering as well. Looks like a night sort of thing. You're still feeling energetically tied to somebody from the past or somebody that you're currently with that you end with, okay? They're pulling as a fire sign still. We have someone feeling very optimistic. This is you. It has to do with your finances and abundance. Messages going back and forth between you and that said earth sign. Again, doesn't have to be an earth sign. It looks like somebody who's trying to level up to be like on your frequency. You were doing better than them. Now they want to be equal with you, financially and otherwise. This is going to cause you a bit of a tower moment because you're like, I've already told you I'm not interested, or I've already told you this doesn't work. And now they're going to make some sort of offering to you, whether it's a business partnership or otherwise. You have options coming in, Pisces, all over the place. Financial options, people interested in you, hobbies, whatever that looks like. And it looks like you're just kind of sick of this, all right? You're really, really invested at this time in yourself, which is smart. We have something moving forward, hearing from else an Aquarius and or a Sagittarius. There's going to speak some sort of truth to you. Whoever this is, they're going to say, hey, you are my wish fulfillment, okay? I've been trying to manifest you back into my life, or I've been trying to manifest a better outcome. I don't really see that moving forward. It looks like, again, toxicity or codependency here. Somebody's still stalking you. You always have a stalker. This is a real stalker, though, Pisces. This is not like, oh, they're just watching your social media. This is a real stalker, so be careful. Moving on. Even if you have heartbreak, you know that there's nothing more you can do with this situation. Okay? It's like somebody can only push you so far, or somebody can only neglect you so much, okay? Or treat you like shit so many times. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? You might be financially helping out. It looks like another water sign. If it's not financially, emotionally helping out another water sign, you such a celebration over your income in the future. Honestly, you could even be going to like a tropical. I'm seeing a tropical place as some sort of vacation. Okay. Somebody's very heartbroken over you. It looks like an earth sign. Take it as it resonates, guys. Again, I think it's just somebody who's financially trying to get on your level, but I could be wrong. I am going to go through all the signs for you, Pisces, because I did that for a few of you guys. I think I forgot with Aries, which makes me an asshole, but what are you going to do? All right, so how does each sign feel about Pisces? How does Aries feel about Pisces? They want stability. They're watching you from a distance. They still think they have something to offer you. How does Taurus feel about Pisces? They think you're their wish fulfillment, but they know that you don't want anything to do with them. How does Gemini feel about Pisces? You're going to hear from them. They think you're the 10 of Cups. They want marriage. Don't marry Geminis, guys. Pisces, don't marry Gemini. Please. Okay. How does Cancer feel about Pisces? They want to learn some sort of truth. They want to move forward. They're feeling optimistic that you guys can work this out. You can't. How does Leo feel about Pisces? They're overthinking a situation. They find you very attractive. They think you guys could have something together. How does Virgo feel about Pisces? I'm seeing an autograph. And I'm also seeing the symbol for the Masons. Oh, shit. They'd like to travel towards you, but it's going to be an absolute shit show. And for some reason, I'm getting a Leo will get involved. How does Libra feel about Pisces? Thinks you're toxic as hell. They could be using you for your money if you're involved with this person or know who they are. How does Scorpio feel about Pisces? They'd like to reconnect. They think that you guys have a future together. How does Sagittarius feel about Pisces? Oh, damn. They'd like to heal the situation if you guys are in any sort of separation. If not, they think you're the one, and the sex is phenomenal. Could even end up together, living together, or engaged. How does Capricorn feel about Pisces? I'm running out of cards here. Their need to make a judgment call to come towards you. They're afraid you're going to reject them. How does Aquarius feel about Pisces? They want to reconnect. They think you're the soulmate. Could end up in some sort of argument, though. How does Pisces feel about Pisces? They want change. Ooh, somebody's doing something behind somebody else's back. A pregnancy could even be involved. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, guys. So hopefully this resonated. I will get up some bonuses, and I will be doing the weekend update soon.